Hi, Kate.
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
This is really fun.
Oh, well, it's so
Well,
nice to see you. I miss you.
me too, and we don't see enough of each other normally.
I know.
Now we can actually see each other without leaving home. You have to look at the upside, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I wanted to really start by saying something to you, which I'm so impressed with you, Lynda. You're amazing.
Oh,
You've always been able to mobilize quickly. And I think what defines us right now as a community is how we act during this pandemic. And I wanted to say how proud I am of your show. Like immediately you've come up with this show called Housebound, and I love it. It's been so fun to see all the other
you're going to
designers. I
make
miss
me
them.
cry.
I watched the one world together at home. You're like the Lady Gaga of interior design.
So, are you sitting in your home studio?
Well, I just feel so incredibly grateful. I have run my father always said, you should run your business at home because then you don't have overhead. When I started, I was super young. So I had bought a house with my husband, and we have a separate entrance. And my clients have been loving coming here. So, and it's been sort of a nice to have a little showroom upstairs. So if I need to show them a dining room table or chairs or
Well,
how a bed skirt works or something, it's been been fantastic.
I love your house, but before we go
Oh,
upstairs, move your computer so we can see a little bit of your studio. Please.
okay. All right. So I'm going to flip you around. First of all, I wanted to show you, this is a house I'm working on, and I'm doing an entire color scheme. I've had the interesting thing about working all by yourself is I'm so used to having my team. I sort of put things up and put them together, and miraculously everything's tidy at the end of the day. One day I stayed up till 10 at night, like putting all the fabrics away because I'm not used to having to do that myself. Okay, I'm going to flip you
Big
around.
job.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to take you.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my studio. And here's my empty office, my
But it's
darling,
very
beautiful.
nice. It's a
Oh,
very
thank you.
nice, light, bright, happy space.
Yeah, well, it's a lower level of our house and it's a full studio, but this is where my marvelous Carrie sits, and I've been
Yeah.
meeting with her every morning. And this is where Pauline sits, and that's where Pamela sits, and it's empty. Nobody's
Well, they're
here.
there in spirit.
They are so there in spirit. And then this is my presentation board that I've been
Yeah.
working on.
Yeah.
And then these are some color schemes that I've been doing for
Yeah.
various projects
Yeah.
going
Aren't we lucky
along.
to have this creative outlet? I say this
Oh,
with
for
every
sure.
designer I talk to. We're so lucky.
Hold on, I'll spin you
I should
around so
tell
you
our
can.
viewers who don't know that Kate's father, Eb, is a incredible architect.
Yes, he's an amazing man
An
and a world
amazing,
renowned.
amazing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
groundbreaking Canadian
yeah.
architect,
And a
along
great,
with
great,
others.
great influence in my life.
Yeah.
Both my parents have been, my mother was an art consultant,
Yeah.
and my father was obviously an amazing, amazing, amazing architect. So this is my living room.
Yes. And your house for me, if I had to think of one word to describe your house, your rooms, do you know what it would be?
No, what's that?
Serene.
Yeah.
It's a very serene space.
Well, I
Punctual
think,
life, great art.
yeah. Well, I think that this painting has been giving me a lot of joy recently. This is a David Balduc that I bought when I was first married, and we had a little house on McPherson, and I needed a painting to really brighten it up. It's huge. And, many times in my life I've fallen out of love with it, but I've now fallen back in love with it 100%. One of the things I also was thinking about talking to you about a little bit was, a lot of people are thinking about what to do at home. And I was thinking, I've always moved my art around, and I've always sort of played with shape and scale and doing different things. And I think that this is sort of a good example of different, like there's representational paintings,
Yeah.
there's, this is a Tony Sherman, it's a still life.
So Kate, before
Yeah,
you leave your living room,
yeah,
let me see your fireplace mantle again, please, your chimney piece.
yeah.
What color is that?
So that is it's a Benjamin Moore color called Overcoat.
This is a
And I think
good color.
it's 55544, I think, but I used to have a sisal carpet in this living room, and then I had, it was sort of painted. It's an old French fireplace, and I painted it to look like it's wood, but I painted it to look like real limestone. And I just got so tired of it. I wanted something fresh and defining. And
That's a great color.
yeah. And then the wall color, Lynda, is Edgecombe gray,
Oh, I love
which
Edgecombe.
Yeah, well, it
Love
just,
Edgecombe.
rather than it being all white, because I have a white sofa in the room, which you can see here.
Yeah.
So, and then I have some pretty cool lighting. Like, have you seen this light yet?
No, let me
This
see.
is,
What is that?
it's an LED light. It's flat.
Oh, that is, oh my God. Oh my gosh, I've never seen that.
So it's
How
like
cool is that?
it's a
Who's that?
perspective. I don't know. I bought it through the Museum of Modern Art.
Okay, so it's
And
probably at the
actually,
MoMA store.
yeah, I actually didn't buy it. Carrie bought it for me, a woman who works with me, because I've admired it so many
An
times.
LED flat
Yeah,
light.
yeah.
I'm
It's
taking
just sort of,
notes. I take notes,
oh,
you know. The first time I walked into your house, I remember walking into your dining room and feeling, oh my goodness, she's got this stone palette going on.
oh,
Pebble, stone, you know, kind of concrete, cement, grass, kind of
is it
mud, all these in colors that you can't quite put your finger on. And it was
right?
such a good feeling. It was the dining
Oh,
room that did that for me. And there was
well,
some big
here,
cabinet I remember.
yeah, this is the cabinet. I have, my husband's uncle was ran one of the best china shops in Montreal. So he and his two sisters have inherited a lot of china. And because I'm such a minimalist and I like to put everything away, I have
I
this
love that
cupboard,
cabinet.
this cabinet. I bought it at it, and look, it opens up.
Look at that.
I bought the doors. They're French doors, all three of them open, and it's not a huge space. So the mirror creates a lot of depth, and they're old French doors that came from France. And then I had a cabinet maker build that for me. And it's only
Lovely.
11 inches deep, but it stores a heck of a lot of stuff.
And that's really all you need. Lots of times our cabinets are too deep, right? What am I looking at? A piece of birthday cake?
Yes. Okay. So this actually came from my mom. When they moved from 11 Beaumont, all of the kids got a painting, and this is the one I chose. And this is called "It's My Party," and
Wow.
I love it. I love the scale of it. So this giant birthday cake with this inferno of candles on the top. But anybody who knows me knows I love celebrating. I love birthdays. Not so much about me, more just about bringing friends
And Miss
together.
Kate,
Yes,
when's your
yes.
birthday, dear?
It was on Friday.
A little
My
birdie
first,
told me that.
my first COVID party.
Happy, happy.
Thank you, thank you. It was great. I had I have a morning walking group,
I know
and I
you do.
had,
I see you all the time in our neighborhood.
yeah.
You've been doing it for
So
years.
the one we had all 14 of them showed up for a Zoom call, and we had a moderator, and we had songs and poems. It was
That's
really,
great.
really awesome.
I
Yeah.
remember when you invited me to join your walking group. I could never keep up, not in a million years. You ladies are serious about it.
Yeah, well, we would love to have you, but
Yeah, well,
it's
I wouldn't be able to keep up.
you
Oh,
know what,
how-
Lynda, I wanted to show you something really funny because I think this is hilarious. Do you remember for my 40th birthday, I'm taking you
yeah,
upstairs,
I
and
totally do.
do you remember that you came in, hold on, here you are.
I
This is,
totally remember this
wait
picture, this
a minute,
photo.
hold on.
It was a
Sorry, I have
group
to,
photo,
no,
right?
hold on, you are,
It was a composite.
yeah, hold on, where are you? Sorry, this phone is
I
not
don't know,
easy
but
to,
I'm worried about my hair already and I can't even see it.
you're here, hold on, where am I getting my finger? Here, there
Let's
you are.
see. Oh, it's a hat. It was a Mad Hatter party.
No, it was brunettes have more fun.
Okay, and I wore that hat.
And that's brown hair.
Oh, it's brown hair. Oh, I
So
love it.
I thought you were so terrific to there's my therapy dog.
That was fun.
Stella thinks you're coming to the door. Oh, there is somebody coming to the door.
Archie's going to hear this and come running in a minute.
Here is okay, sorry, Stella is wanting to
Okay,
take over.
show us Stella. Let's see Stella.
Okay, Stella, we're calling our therapy dog. Hey, Stella.
Stella.
Stella, come here.
Hi,
Come here.
beauty.
Come here. You see, look,
Don't
I've
they
got your
love
house.
having us home? Oh, you did that for me.
I love your magazine. I love you. I think
Thank
you
you,
do
me
so
too.
much for designers.
Back
Hey,
at
Stella,
you.
Stella, come here. Come here. Say hi to Lynda.
Oh, hi, Stella.
And look at her collar.
Oh,
She's got, look
what
at this.
say?
Love,
Oh,
made out of
Stella.
beads.
Oh,
I know. She's our therapy dog.
oh,
She's
she
keeping
probably
us
loves
happy.
having you home, and she doesn't know what's
Oh,
going on. They're so confused.
yeah, yeah. We're home all the time. Anyway, do you want to go into the kitchen?
Out totally.
Okay, so here we go
I
into the kitchen.
remember.
The reason I have all these flowers around is because my friend sent them to me for my birthday. So I said, perfect.
Lovely. Lovely. Oh, this is where you
So
hang out, I'm sure.
this is where we live right now. And that's why it's so nice not to have, you know, have your office have to be upstairs, because it's, it's like a, it's like a cooking in your,
Yeah.
when you're a designer,
You have
you
to get
have to
away
kind of,
from it.
have to get away from it.
So is there a TV on the opposite wall?
There is. So I have the TV inside there. So one side is designed to have storage.
Yeah. Like
So
that. Yeah.
that's like
Perfect.
that.
It's like, oh, that's good.
And the other side is a bar and a sort of,
Let's see that.
sorry about my camera work.
Great. No, it's good.
And
These
then
are
this,
things that we can't show in an editorial story because you run out of space.
and this is a Francois Sullivan painting, which I just recently bought. I went with my mother to meet her. She's 94 years old, and she's one of the, really, really important Quebec women painters.
In Quebec?
And in Quebec, yes, she's loved her work. This is actually quite a subdued painting for her. She's usually quite vibrant in her colors, but I brought the huge ones into our house and we couldn't fit them in.
Yeah.
And then behind here, Lynda, is the television.
Aha. Beautifully hidden.
Yeah, well, we grew up in a family where you weren't allowed to watch television, so it had to
Oh,
be hidden.
great. It must have been fun. So, all right. So where are we going now?
So I'll just tell you, so my kitchen, I had to, everybody in my family likes to cook. My son is a serious chef. He enjoys cooking a lot. My husband likes to cook. I'm more of a, like, I do one dish really well.
Yeah.
They have like 87 things going on at once.
Yeah.
And then my older son likes to do a little bit of cooking as well. So I designed this kitchen. It's on wheels, so it can be moved in and out.
Oh, the island's on wheels, or the table.
The island is on wheels.
And it's a counter height island.
Yeah. So you can push it into the bay here and have
a good idea.
Like I've had for my mom's 80th, I had a bar set up there.
Exactly.
So that
and what's the top made of?
It's a natural stone. It's called Nero Azzoluto.
Yeah.
And it's got a chalky finish to it, which I really love.
I love that.
And so there's a chalky, and then there's sort of this nice white color with it. But I had to be very careful because this bay, and it was the best light in the room. So I wanted to design the room around the bay. But then also I had another storage problem where I had to put in all this. This is a storage unit in here that is very shallow. Actually, I'm thinking of painting
But you still maintain the bones of the old house. It's so important. It just makes all the difference. When you walk into a house of your vintage where someone's gutted it and not either restored or replaced the original moldings, don't you feel sort of like, let down? Why did they do that?
Yeah. Well, I tried hard to maintain what was here and work with it, but then, we were a busy family with 2 boys, and we needed space to work and move. And
no, but I still feel the old bones. I can see them.
Yeah.
Moldings, doors, hardware. It's interesting you said you're a minimalist, because what you're doing is you're doing classic style with a minimal twist. It's a minimal lens. So everything's not on display.
Right.
And then it lets the art shine.
Okay, so I'm back down to my office.
You're back down to your office. So the takeaway I got from you today is that I'm going to try to move some of my art around. Once it's landed in its spot and I've had it hung, I tend not to move it, but I should. I should play around.
Well, I think moving furniture, I think the best way is to take a whole bunch of things down that you don't like, and then try and reintroduce them into spaces where you feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And also you'll start to see a painting in a whole new light in a different place.
Yes.
So I think that's a good idea.
Yes. The other thing I'm noticing is that there are so many places in my house where I don't have proper lighting, proper task
Yes.
lighting, because I'm not using those spaces. But other people, like my guest room, I actually spent some time in my guest room and I was shocked. I thought, why has no one ever told me there's no dimmers on the bedside lights? That's terrible. Okay. I mean, I made a list of everything that I would bug me if I stayed there. And now I'm busy fixing it all.
Yeah. Well,
things
yourself.
like that. Yes.
You're learning new skills you never thought
well,
you
I can do that. Sure. I can wire a house. My first house, I had no money. Of course I could do that.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
So this has been great.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
You know what? I'm going to try to get myself in good enough shape to go on one of your walks.
Oh,
that's going to be a goal for me.
We would love to have you. You would be welcome.
Thank you. So love to your parents and Peter and everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynda. And love to everybody, and Michelle and Archie and your whole gang.
Thank you. Take
your
care.
Little family. Thank you.